John, we asked Coach Smart about this. I guess, did you notice that you guys were ranked number one?
I think I heard about it on social media or something, but I'm not really on that too much. But yeah, just we don't pay much attention to that.
Does it feel like there's more pressure with being number one? I mean, just kind of verbalizing it now. Number one ranked Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really affect us. It's not going to change our practice plan. We don't pay any attention to it. We're just focused on Kentucky right now.
Kind of talk about the play of Ladd McConkey on Saturday. He led all receiving and how he comes from being kind of a three-star receiver into probably one of the most productive guys y'all had out there.
Yeah, no, we saw that in camp, all fall camp. Ladd was making plays. He was rolling with the ones, and he was out there catching deep balls, catching everything on the field. So I wasn't surprised at all, and I know Ladd has that in him, and he's going to continue to make plays like that.
What are some things he can improve on moving forward?
Improve on?
Yes.
I couldn't say too much. I'm not in the receiver room because I'm with Coach Harley on the tight ends, but like he brings it at practice every single day, hard work ethic and everything, so I'm not sure.
How much have you guys gotten into Kentucky? Know about their defensive line, that kind of preceded? They've got some really strong defensive line. I guess you saw that last year too. How can you kind of surmise their defensive team?
Yeah, no, they definitely have a strong defensive line, and they bring back a lot of experience, which is going to be a challenge for us. But today, the first 2 hours of meetings are closing the book on Auburn, and then we're going to switch gears to Kentucky. So we haven't seen too much, but that's what I have seen so far.
John, can you talk about last year's game with Kentucky? It sure looked like a bloodbath from the press box.
Yeah, no, it was physical, and I think people saw that on that first drive. I think it was a 10-play drive where we marched down the field, running the ball probably 8 or 9 times, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be another physical one come Saturday.
What can you say about Stetson's performance on Saturday, and just how do you feel about the quarterback position overall? You still got JT trying to come back from surgery.
Yeah.
Obviously, Stetson's been able to handle things pretty well.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for Stetson, happy for Stetson. He's one of my best friends, and he did a great job on Saturday. And he's going to continue to practice like that. And, you know, we're lucky and we're blessed to have 2 great quarterbacks that are going to lead this team in the right direction. We're confident in whatever the coaches, you know, choose to go out there on Saturday. We really are, and we rotate quarterbacks all the time in practice, so there's no drop-off, there's no change in confidence or anything like that.
Thank you, John.
Is one of the team captains, John, do you talk to some of the other players about distractions, outside rankings, or is that something that at this stage nobody really needs to go over?
Maybe in years past it might have been something we needed to go over, but I just think all offseason, you know, this whole team's so connected. So I think we're not really worried about, you know, the rankings or, you know, the outside noise. We're so focused on, you know, what we can accomplish this season, and right now that's winning this next game against Kentucky.
You mentioned past years. Could you reflect on when you first came in? I mean, I guess it has been 4 straight years Kirby's had you guys in the preseason top 5. I mean, top 5, top 10 kind of seems to be a way of life around here. Is that just fair to say?
Yeah, no. We want to contend every single year, and we plan to contend every single year. You know, there's no change in preparation through the years. Maybe for me, it's just been the experience that I've gained playing in games, playing in big games every year. So maybe I see it more this year, more than other years. But yeah, the preparation and the play never changes.
Do you remember anything about this Kentucky offensive line or defensive line last year going up? Y'all were able to kind of push them off the ball and run the entire game. Do you remember anything from that last year's performance?
I just remember how physical they were, and that goes with any SEC team. They're going to come out and throw their best punches, and it's just how you handle them, how you execute, and that's going to start in practice this week.
Is there anything different for you guys with game day? I know your preparation stays the same, you play the game the same, but what would you say about having game day on your campus?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's exciting for the fans, you know, the best fans in the nation. But at the same time, it doesn't change anything for us. Like you mentioned, we're taking the same approach we take every single week. Monday practice, Bloody Tuesday, and go from there.
John, I think it was 2019 was your redshirt freshman year. You remember that was a year that there weren't that many receivers coming back, and there were injuries. It seemed like the passing game ebbed and flowed based on whether Cager was available. This year, so many injuries, yet the passing game. I mean, why is that? Why have you all been able to succeed despite all these?
Yeah, no, I think it started in the off season. We worked really hard in the spring, and I think it showed in the spring game, the way we could connect through the air, and then in the summer it continued on. And I just think we're deep at every position: quarterback, tight end, receiver, you name it. You know, we have guys that can come in that are not playing right now that can come in and play. So I think it's the depth that we have that Coach Smart and the coaches have recruited here. So
is it a year two thing, like year two under Munkin, and guys are, both JT and Stetson are in their year two at least?
Maybe a little bit of that, but I also think it's just the team buying in. Everyone wants to be a part of it, and everyone wants to contribute. And you'll see guys on scout team working hard at practice that can play for us, later down the road, and that's going to translate next year.
John, what do you think was a louder atmosphere? Sanford's game against Arkansas, or what you guys faced at Georgia Hill?
I got to go with Georgia against Arkansas. When Arkansas came out and it was like 2 offsides in a row or something like that, and I saw the decibel level was higher than it's ever been. That was the loudest I've ever been a part of.
Did you look at the scoreboard and see the decibel level? How did you know about that?
No, I saw somebody send me some graphic on that.
Okay.
Do you? I know that your teammates, and again, being a team leader, but does Darnell ever wow you? I mean, he almost had a sideline catch, and I just kind of wondered. I wonder if the players, when they see the film of that, just kind of gawk at some of the stuff that guy does. He seems like a pretty incredible athlete, just from afar.
Yeah, no, he's a great athlete, and he makes those plays, and he almost had that one right there. We trust in him. He's going to go make those plays later on.
What have you? I guess I would just ask you, as far as him getting plugged back in, and again, I know you're a leader in that group. I mean, what have you seen from his growth and staying in it, even though the foot injury kind of had him off the field for a while?
Yeah, injuries can bog you down, but he's stayed with us in meetings. He's focused. He wants to get back out there, and we're ready to have him back.
What does it mean that you're playing for the number 1 ranked team in the country?
It's exciting, but at the same time, it doesn't mean anything to us right now. That won't mean anything to us until it's whatever, January 10th, January 11th, sometime around there.
Do you think, and again, I know you guys focus on you, but you guys are also watching football. When you see an Alabama go down, is it kind of a reminder that this is the SEC and on any given Saturday, do you think that kind of resonates?
Yeah, it definitely serves as a reminder, but I think we know that, and the coaches harp on that each week. That's why we take the same dedication and execution each week come practice time. We're focused, we're ready, and we take that focus to practice, and I think that shows in the execution we bring on Saturdays.
One lad, McConkey, do you remember any time, any first impressions you said, oh, this kid can play, this kid's going to be better than maybe on McConkey?
I would say, I mean, I don't have any specific experiences with that, but I've just seen him, go against our top DBs and go over their heads and make plays. So him, going 50 yards down the field, catching a bomb from Stetson, that was not surprising for me at all. I was running down there, cheering him on. I was so excited for him. Everyone loves Ladd, and we're so happy for him. And we know he's going to continue to execute at a high level.
Why does everyone love Ladd?
He's a hard worker. He's dedicated. He's a team-first guy, and we have a bunch of those guys like that. So he just helps the team in every way.
What goes through your mind when you see Stetson running 30 yards downfield?
I'm laughing a little bit. He's scampering around. He's a great runner, so he's going to make plays, and because he's fast, he's quick. It's exciting.
John, is there a window where you allow yourself to kind of enjoy what's going on? I mean, I know you're pretty programmed and pretty direct as far as keeping the intensity and the focus, but is there a moment a week when you guys are allowed to kind of let the guard down and enjoy it? Was it the bus ride back maybe?
I'd say the locker room after the games. There's really no feeling like that, being with your teammates and being with the coaches, talking after the game, celebrating, turning on the music, dancing around with Coach Smart and all the coaches. That's always the best time. And, we have that 24-hour rule where, it flips and focus switches to the next opponent.
And how was the bus ride? Because I remember Kirby told us last week you fly down and bus back. Is that a good? Is everybody just sleeping and knocked out, or is there still some energy left there?
There's a little bit of energy. You kind of have to get on the bus quick because there's everyone has their own row, and then there might be a few stragglers. And for me, that was Stetson, so I tried to keep my head down so he didn't sit in my row, but he sat in my row, so I was kind of squished in there with him.
Did you guys watch the game on the way back?
Yeah, we watched the Kentucky game.
He didn't take a nap or anything on the way back?
No, he was a little juiced up, so he was awake.
Good.